Topping our morning rush, we're now getting a look at the scene left behind after Senator Jacob Candelaria crashed into three parked cars. Witnesses say the senator flew right through a red light at Mountain in Rio Grande on Friday night before ramming straight into three cars outside of a home on Mountain and flipping upside down. Candelaria says he suffered some sort of medical episode. He's not facing any charges related to the crash.
On to this here, the homeless crisis is not only affecting Albuquerque, but Santa Fe as well. According to data from the New Mexico Coalition to End Homelessness, there are more than 360 people on the streets right now. Santa Fe, well, the city announced yesterday that it's reversing course on its policy of clearing out homeless encampments. The homeless will then be pushed to go to nearby shelters.
Neighbors in an Albuquerque neighborhood are shaken up this morning after they woke up to shots being fired over the weekend. Surveillance video shows four men were walking around the area late Sunday night trying to open up car doors. Neighbors say when someone confronted them, they fired shots striking homes and car windows. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. Temperatures are comfortable this morning and we are quiet and dry. By this afternoon, it is going to be a drier afternoon for the bus stop and we'll see highs in the upper 80s, a warm one out there.
An Albuquerque doctor is pleading guilty to DWI after police say that they caught him going 116 miles an hour in his Porsche. State police say that Dr. Terry Hansen flew by them on I-25 in December. The officers say that they smelled alcohol on him. Hansen pled guilty to DWI yesterday and will serve 6 months of supervised probation.
A former New Mexico fire chief is in hot water this morning, accused of stealing taxpayer money. Former Eunice Fire Chief Eddie Fabula is accused of using city credit cards to run up thousands of dollars in charges. He was the fire chief for 10 years before the allegations were brought to light.
An Albuquerque man is waking up behind bars, awaiting trial for 2 assault charges, but now accused of another attack, this one on the UNM campus. UNM police took Vincent Trujica into custody yesterday after they say that he brandished a screwdriver at a man on campus. On July 17th, Trujica was also arrested for punching an Albertsons employee and then threatening another with a knife. He was released earlier this month pending trial. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is just low to moderate today. We'll see scattered storms in southern and far north central New Mexico with a chance for burn scar flooding in the southern high terrain. The Department of Defense is listing climate change as a national security threat. Here are the details for you this morning. It's also now taken steps to reduce its carbon footprint. The Army is also targeting 2030 for a 50% reduction in net greenhouse gas pollution and net zero emissions by the year 2050.
Elon Musk is laying out a new case for backing out of a deal to buy Twitter. On Monday, now the Tesla CEO's legal team sent a letter to the social media company citing a whistleblower report from former Chief Security Officer Peter Zatko. Twitter and Musk are set to go to trial in October.
New hope for Mississippi. President Biden is approving the emergency declaration amid a water crisis in the capital of Jackson. The National Guard is on hand, helping to hand out bottled water to those in need after a storm damaged one of the city's water treatment plants. Jackson mayor blames the breakdown on staffing shortages and maintenance that's been put off for far too long. Erica.
Look at traffic. There is an exit 154 on I-40 West is closed for construction. And here's a look over the Big I. We're seeing slowdowns going east on I-40.
Alligators, they are an all too common sight in Florida, but what about three-legged alligators? That's exactly what a woman in Fort Myers spotted recently. She came across this large gator while outside on a golf course on a rainy night. As the woman approaches, the gator got a little spooked and then just turns away.
Time now for the 5 facts.
And number 5, it is the end of an era. The Lobo football fans are mourning the loss of a beloved tree this morning. The massive cottonwood has stood in the southeast corner of University Stadium since the 1960s. It also became a popular spot to enjoy the game in the shade on sweltering days. But during a recent storm, the tree split and part of it fell away, revealing a rotted out trunk, and it had to be removed for safety reasons.
Number 4 now. The city of Albuquerque says it's still looking for ways to reopen its pet adoption center at Coronado Mall after closing during the pandemic. The Animal Welfare Department says that Lucky Paws remains closed for the same reason that many businesses are. They're just struggling these days with not enough staffing. The city's working to hire enough adoption counselors to get the center back up and running. The center needs 12 counselors to open. As of right now, they only have 5. And they're currently working at the city's other animal shelters.
And at number 3, it is going to be a drier day in Albuquerque and across the northeast highlands and western New Mexico. We'll see most of our rain to the southeast and the northern mountains.
On to number 2 now. Neighbors in a quiet neighborhood are shaken up this morning after they say they were woken up by shots being fired over the weekend. 4 men were seen walking around the area late Sunday night on surveillance video trying to pull open car doors. Eventually, someone did confront them. Neighbors say that's when the suspects fired shots, striking homes and even car windows. You see the evidence right there. Now families are picking up the pieces and waiting for something to be done with the suspects who were able to get away that night. We did contact APD to check on whether the suspects have been caught. We've yet to hear back. We'll stay on top of it for you.
And at number 1, we are now getting a look at the scene left behind after State Senator Jacob Candelaria crashed into 3 parked cars near Old Town. Witnesses say that they heard the senator's Chevy SUV coming first as he flew through the red light at Mountain and Rio Grande on Friday night. Then the SUV hit the curb before ramming straight into 3 cars outside of a home on Mountain and flipping upside down. Candelaria says that he suffered some sort of medical episode. Right now, Candelaria is not facing any charges relating to the crash, but stated that he intends to make things right with the homeowner of the cars he crashed into. We'll have more about the story at alwaysonkRQE.com.